Rinpoche, can you say something about relationships? I'm guessing they mean relationships between people.
Okay. You know, I can only repeat everything what I said earlier. I think understanding this impermanence really, really helps relationship. I think it does. A little experience, I have. I think you should look at to your lover or family member or children. Every time you look at them, you should really think that this is it. This may be my last time. And I think this may help. Beyond that, also what we just discussed about individualism, this is actually a big obstacle also to the relationship, isn't it? Because it's very complicated. In cherishing the individualism, yet you are trying to have a relationship. And then there's always a hegemony problem, right? You will always like to impose your, your power to this, whoever the person you are having relationship with. If your partner doesn't have a mouth, doesn't have a, butt, doesn't have an ear, you are very lucky. But unfortunately, they do. They have all of that. And many times you choose people who have that and some intelligence. Then things become so complicated. I know I sound very sexist, but this relationship is, and then we have a problem now. Social media, all of that. You can be disloyal to your partner while you are in the toilet. So it's going to be really, really challenging. But all challenges can be turned into something kind of a assistance, isn't it? I think maybe the definition of the relationship can be changed between you and your partner. You can, slowly develop your value and your relationship. What do you mean by that? In the past, if you are living in a, some remote place, having a relationship has a certain necessity. Now, I don't know, maybe it's changed, but maybe there's also similarity. So, I don't know, maybe you can also think your relationship as a setting up a company also. It is a sort of a company, isn't it? So all this definition may help, but I'm not answering this properly. So I think we have, I've been talking too much and now I'm losing a little bit of my, what do you call it, cohesiveness. So I think we will end it here. Thank you so much for sitting through. I hope, and as a Buddhist, we do prayers because we think prayers, aspiration is the most powerful because, remember, I said earlier, mind, most powerful. So if your mind is aligned and guided through prayers and aspirations, it has a lot of power. One should never estimate good wish and aspiration of individual. So I'm going to aspire that we are living in this a very interesting time, volatile time. I think I try to do this myself. I think we should really, really not get swayed by one narration, one story, especially your own friend's narration. Now, this may sound very strange. Many times, our friends are more dangerous than our enemies, because enemies we hardly meet, because they're enemy. They stay very far. You also stay far away from them. So chances of you meeting the enemy is very small. But friends, you meet with them, you talk with them, and then they have their vested interests, you have your vested interests. They have their agendas, they have their fixations. So I think being aware, that is very much staying in the present. So I think this is very important, right? We are a citizen of the world, but the earth, the world is our responsibility. At least we need to really protect. I'm so impressed with New Zealand, how the people really love and care the earth. Please continue to do this, and I aspire that the world will be peaceful, especially individual us. So I will recite an aspiration, and then we will end it here tonight. Okay. In case you wonder what I said, loosely, that everything depends on cause, condition, and circumstances. Of all the cause, conditions, and the circumstances and the situation, mind is the most powerful cause and conditions. I aspire that we will tame our mind, train our mind, and most importantly, watch our mind. Okay, thank you.